Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today with another video on the buffed up version of Magneto. Today we are doing that 6.4.3 Darkhawk boss, the one that starts completely unblockable, as Lionheart, power efficiency, and a bunch of other really difficult nodes. So, you may have seen my videos on Magneto yesterday or seen some of the leaked footage, and basically what you need to know is that Magneto is pretty much to metal champions what Human Torch is to mystics, okay? So what we want to do in this fight is we want to push him up to a special 2 as soon as we possibly can. And why we want to do that is because Magneto is not going to be able to miss or be auto-blocked by any metal champions, alright? So now that Darkhawk tossed off that special 2 here, that's where the fight is really going to begin. We're going to be able to parry him, and we're going to be able to heavy him, and that's when we start using Magneto's mechanics. So if you don't know how the buffed version of Magneto works yet, every time he knocks down a metal opponent, he's going to gain 1 prowess effect that increases his special attack damage by 20%, and if he holds his heavy attack for 0.7 seconds, it's going to double all of the prowess effects that he has, up to 40 of them for 10% each. So basically, we want to get to around 50 prowesses or so, and then toss off a special 3 and completely end this fight in 1 special attack. One other really great thing about this matchup here is that since Darkhawk is a metal champion, all those times he tries to regenerate, he's actually going to be having his regeneration reversed by 105%, which isn't too much, but we don't have to worry about that regeneration at all, okay? So at this point, we have 17 prowesses. We probably have to charge our heavy 2 or 3 more times here. As you can see, it says auto block failed. That's very nice and very handy. We're gonna get 1 more heavy attack here, and we're gonna bait out the special 2. We have 51 prowess effects. As soon as he tosses off that special 2, we should be pretty much good to go. We're going to charge the heavy and then cancel into a special 3, okay? And now watch this special 3. Watch what this does. That is an instant kill on that Darkhawk boss as soon as we get up to a special 3. It is absolutely insane what Magneto does to metal champions. He is by far the best option for any metal champions that you come across of. Alright, what's going on, my dudes? It is me again, still here. I figured that I would use this time to go over the new buff quickly with you guys, so when I do make my longer Magneto video, we could just jump right into the content, alright? So first and foremost, this is his new stick ability, okay? So it has that element of what it used to have, where it reduces a certain amount of damage, but it no longer works on the special 3, and I believe it's capped at around 3,000 at Sig 200. I also have the 5-star here at Sig 200, so we could bounce back and forth and look. Yeah, so 3,000 health from any single damage source, excluding from special 3. He also gains, plus 232 crit resistance and block penetration, and if it's a metal champion, which is why it says magnet there, this attribute bonus is increased by 100%, and heavy attacks deal a burst of 2,189 energy damage. That's for the 5-star at Sig 200, and for the 6-star at Sig 20 here, that would be 1,000 energy damage. So now let's see what that looks like kind of scaled here, okay? So we'll just pop him up to Sig 200. Man, wouldn't it be nice to do that in like the live server, just have all those Sigs? Kind of crazy. But let's see here. That's it's a decent jump, man. It goes up to 2,377 energy damage, so that's definitely not bad. Basically, when you use Magneto, you want to use him against metal champions, kind of like Human Torch you want to use against mystic champions. That's why you see magnetism here, fighting metal champions. Metal opponents suffer an indefinite magnetized passive, which is applied 1 second after the start of the fight, and does the following: minus 70% ability accuracy and minus 105% regenerate. Magneto's abilities gain special magnet bonuses, alright? So as you saw in the Darkhawk video here, you basically want to start by parry heavy, and you want to parry and then hold the heavy, and the reason why magnet starts 1 second after the fight starts is because it encourages you just to parry and do a regular heavy right away, because there's no need to charge it if you don't have any prowess buffs to multiply. Does that make sense? So up here we have Magneto's attacks deal energy damage instead of physical. That makes him like a core counter. Incoming bleed and shock debuffs suffer minus 90% potency. That makes him incredibly suicide friendly. He heals pretty much the same way Corvus does. or the way that Omega Red does. I guess if you run Coagulate, it would be just like how Corvus does, because he would take no damage from bleeds whatsoever. So that's really, really nice. It's one of the best things about Corvus. When you're fighting a metal champion, he has plus 50% perfect block chance, which is really, really nice, and that's why you have that elongated stun debuff, plus 713 attack rating, and attacks cannot be auto-blocked or missed. They can evade. I thought that they couldn't, but they apparently can evade. Let's see here. So, with Magnet, you ignore class disadvantage. During fights where Magneto has a class disadvantage, he removes his attack penalty, and his opponent loses their attack bonus. When you knock the opponent down, you have a 100% chance to gain an indefinite prowess buff, which is removed after Magneto's next special attack and grants plus 20% special attack damage. So this stacks up to 5. So in a normal fight against a non-metal champion, that could be up to 100% plus attack with the prowess buffs. But if it's a magnet champion, if it's a metal champion, there's no stack, so that can go up to like 99. Okay, so that can get like kind of ridiculous. That could be like plus like 2000% attack, which is like proximal level. When charging a heavy attack here, Magneto's force field grants him an unstoppable buff during the attack. If struck during a heavy attack, this effect goes on cooldown for 14 seconds. If it's magnet, it goes down for a metal champion, the cooldown shortened by 10 seconds. This is really good if like your Magneto is SIG level 200 and like you want to fight a stun immune matchup where you can't parry heavy. You can like hit into the opponent and like charge your heavy attack haphazardly, and then you'll only take 3000 damage and you'll be unstoppable. I don't really like this playstyle. I feel like you guys know I don't really like to play dangerously. I usually play safe most of the time in most content, because I do see a lot of use for Magneto in like Alliance Quest and Alliance War, and you're not going to want to play like this in those modes. And if you're doing like Act 6, I mean, like, yeah, you can mess around and have fun. Like if I was making a video for you guys, I totally would, but if I was like trying to get through a path in the cheapest way possible, I'm not going to want to play like really stupidly, so I probably wouldn't want to use Magneto at all for a stun immune matchup. Not every matchup is stun immune. There's still hundreds of fights that he'd be really, really great for, but I just won't recommend it. As you can see here, if held for 0.7 seconds, 100% chance per prowess buff to gain another prowess buff lasting 10 seconds and granting plus 5% special attack damage, max stacks by 40, okay? I believe that I said in the video this is plus 10%, but I guess it's plus 5% looking at this now. Magnet enhanced bleed debuffs. Personal bleed debuffs are upgraded into shrapnel bleeds, which inflict 950 physical damage when they end. If the opponent is immune to a bleed debuff, inflict an armor break debuff, reducing armor rating by 900 for 12 seconds. So that's really, really crazy, man. Those bleeds that you saw on like a Winter Soldier video that I put out yesterday, the bleeds are absolutely insane. Now the armor breaks are what you're seeing in this fight, where Darkhawk pretty much went from 90% to 0% in like 1 second. That's due to all of the armor breaks. And if this was like Abyss Darkhawk, which I'll probably show you guys later on, you'll see like 30 or so armor breaks, and he'll be hitting at an unbelievable rate for his basic attacks. It's kind of unbelievable. It's like really, really insane here. Special attack 1, 100% chance to inflict bleed, dealing 1782 direct damage over 6 seconds. If the opponent has an armor break debuff, inflict an additional bleed. Magnet, inflict an additional bleed. Okay, so you're not going to be using the special 1 too often, but this is what it does. Special 2, 100% chance to inflict an armor break debuff, reducing armor rating by 1400 for 10 seconds. This armor break does not stack, but is reapplied each time Magneto gains a prowess effect. So that's really, really nice. You could pretty much keep this armor break on the opponent the entire time if you just continually parry charge heavy. If it's a metal champion, the debuff triggers when the special attack is launched. That's really, really nice, man. The special 2 hits really, really hard. I've hit some over 200k special 2s, like fully ramped up with Magneto, so it's really, really nice. At that point, you probably just want to go for a special 3, but if you're in a fight where you toss off special 3, they survive, and you parry heavy away with the special 2, you're pretty much going to be safe to kill them off with that special 2 after the special 3, especially if you happen to have like the fury you get from the special 3. So special 3, if the opponent is a hero champion, 100% chance to gain a 30-second fury buff, granting 1800 attack. If it's a metal champion, 100% chance to gain a second fury buff, granting 1800 attack. So that's kind of crazy. That's just really Really crazy, man. That's like 3600 extra additional attack on top of all the armor breaks or the bleeds and the prowess effects. This guy is just like an absolute freaking powerhouse, man. And then finally, each prowess buff on Magneto has a 70% chance to inflict one bleed debuff, causing 1780 direct damage over 8 seconds. If they're immune to bleed, of course, that's going to be armor break. So that's pretty much how this guy works. And I'll run through the stats here at rank 5 as well. It's like pretty much the same thing. This guy slaps at rank 5 and he slaps at rank 2. I honestly have not even tried him at rank 3 yet. I'm going to, like, for sure, because he's, you know, potentially a champion I might want to take up to rank 3 in the future on my live account. So I'll definitely post some rank 3 videos, but I really wanted to show you guys, you know, rank 5 videos and rank 2 videos first, because I know that's more realistic. I actually posted a 3-star video too that wasn't even a maxed out 3-star. But yeah, dudes, I'm really loving Magneto. I'm very happy with the buff. I couldn't possibly be happier. There's nothing else I could even ask for with this guy. I think they really finally did him justice. So really great to see that, man. A lot of great stuff has been happening in the game lately, and this is just one of them. But yeah, dudes, that's gonna be it for real for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do me a favor and drop a like. Comment what you think about Magneto's buff, dude, in the comment section below, and subscribe if you want to see some more Magneto videos that are coming very soon. I'll see you around.